Okay, today I'm going to be talking about patient education, not just at discharge, but throughout the hospital stay. Our leaders wanted me to create this video so that we can all be consistent in the education that we're providing, so that we can ensure that we are giving patients all the tools they need for safe care of themselves and their baby. So first thing, this book that we're all familiar with, this is what we need to be using the whole time they're here, and also letting the patient know this is your discharge information. So starting from admission, we need to show them the book. I don't read every single thing in the book, but I do show them that this symbol means that there's a video you can watch, and the boxes with the exclamation point that are pink, those are warning signs you would need to call the doctor about. So when I'm educating, I definitely talk about, it says vaginal discharge, but it's the bleeding, so that they know what's not normal. And then I also go through all the complications, and I do read all of it. And then I talk about managing pain, and then if they have a C-section, talk about incision care. And then I just show them, this is found on this page, and then I skip on. The next page that I really focus on is emotional changes, and I go through everything on here, talking about the difference between postpartum blues, postpartum depression, and warning signs. And then I also talk to them about the dads or partner can have postpartum depression also. So I go into that. And then skin to skin and sudden unexpected postnatal collapse. I also pretty much read everything. And then I just show them there's information about their newborn's appearance and the testing that we do, circumcision if it applies. And then I show them, this is where you find information about umbilical cord care and bulb syringe if you forget when you go home. And then diapering, bathing, newborn behavior. I do talk about overstimulation because that's a good time that you can reinforce how skin to skin really helps, because that is one of the interventions, and just so that they understand what is going on with their baby. And then swaddling, and then the safe sleep I focus on and read through all of it so they understand what a safe sleep environment looks like at home. And then car seat stuff, shaken baby, I go through the whole thing. And then I show them, this talks about immunizations. And then if you have a late preterm infant, this page is amazing, and I read through everything with the patient. And then for breastfeeding, our lactation consultants do educate on this, but I like to show them, just to remind them that they can find information on how to know if their baby's getting enough, essentially, and what the poops are going to look like and how many. And then I also show them all these complications if they're experiencing, because usually that's going to be when they've gone home. And then the next thing, I show them where they can find information about storing their breast milk. And then I go through all of these warning signs for baby and mom, and then I talk about jaundice that's on this page. And then I also make sure that I usually circle the phone number for our lactation, so they have a number that they can call if they have questions. So using that book over and over while they're here, making sure they understand that's their part of their discharge information, I think is really going to help get the message across. And then two, we also need to tell the patient that we are sending information to their portal as well for discharge. And then as far as other resources that we have the sign in the bathroom that has the urgent maternal warning signs. We need to make sure the patients are seeing that, reading it. What about mom? I go over this at admission, but too at discharge, it's key, because it's talking about all the complications moms can have after delivery, shows them the symptoms, and then it tells them to call their doctor, and if they can't get a hold of their doctor, call 911 or go to the ER. And we need to make sure we're stressing to the patient that if they are speaking with a provider that doesn't know them, like in the ER or ambulance or whatever, they need to let them know they just had a baby. And then the other two things are new. We have them hanging on the cribs now. I'm sure you've seen them, but this is a great tool, the Safe Sleep one, just to kind of have it hanging there all the time, showing them what a safe sleep environment looks like. And then on the back, it talks about things you should and shouldn't do for safe sleep. And then the other one is the urgent maternal warning signs. This one's also laminated. Just going over these signs with the mom again, just make sure she understands what she needs to be returning to the doctor or coming to the ER for. And there's a QR code that she can scan also for more information. So that is everything that we have at our disposal. If you have any questions, you feel free to email me, and thank you so much for your time.